But am I going to continue with the story? Yes, I am. But I would like to continue with some of the relationship quests.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
Is she upset with me?
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking
Still
me
trying
up
to
and
pass.
threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
It's cool that we can learn about the characters just through a little bit of conversation.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howin for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
I don't know what that means.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
It's still a dragon.
You're making this sound simple, but this is a dragon after all.
Yeah.
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
I mean, what's gonna agitate her? Is that a dragon
There
sound?
she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
I don't even want to jump up. I don't like dragon
She
sounds.
doesn't seem to have spotted us yet. Accio! Confringo! Leviosa!
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10
Reparo?
usually.
Reparo!
Fantastic.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
I'm glad my character said that.
I
'Cause
wonder
that's what
how
I was
good her
thinking.
eyesight is.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably would be exactly
If she's gonna talk about
James love sheep.
eating us,
How
then
lucky for
I don't.
us.
I don't want to hear that. Grab horn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet, what was that? Well, there's no turning back now.
So I'm just trying to escape.
Wait here! I'll run ahead!
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow
Ah!
her safe.
I mean, bye, Poppy. Nope, wrong way. But she made it.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make... Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She's making it easy.
I was afraid she was gonna add 4. Actually, this is probably better. I feel like this is too close.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me.
Nice joke.
I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
I'm glad she didn't switch it up.
Get to that opening below her.
For the 4th one, would definitely take me out.
If we can get to that, we can get to the nest. Look! Underneath! I think we're close.
But my hair catches on fire because I...
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Fire-breathing dragon? Maybe? Mother broken?
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
No, don't do that.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
I'm still deciding. She did try to... okay.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
I might do that. But neither of these options.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Why didn't she get kidnapped by
Would you
poachers?
please meet with me in the Great Hall? I have come upon a difficult time, and I need a friend.
I beg your pardon, but would you mind helping out an old woman?
Not now. Let's see. I will meet Natty, but I feel like I need to tell Sebastian that I can't cast that spell.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best.
A lot of these conversations
touch.
kind of seem personal, and I don't want to be
Solomon
here.
can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian,
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse and fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
To be fair about the dark arts, one of the keepers used probably the worst of the three. And I don't think anybody's against him.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl.
He had a portrait.
See you soon.
I mean, they were surprised, but they weren't like, how dare you?
Some days I'm...
Lassie, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind. And I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get them. Beginning with Harlow.
What do you mean by
Thank you
that?
for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
I'm glad I could help.
Friend.
I'm probably gonna need something special for this wand.
There's Ollivander's. I hope he can help me craft the Keeper's wand. Hello, Mr. Ollivander. I wondered if you might be able to help me with something.
Good to see you, my young Ravenclaw friend. Allow me once again to express my family's gratitude. They were pleased to learn that the wand Richard Jackdaw disappeared with those many years ago had been located, even if it was somewhat unusable.
Glad to hear it.
Now, I received an owl from Eleazar, Professor Fig. He was a bit cryptic, said you need to have a special wand crafted, that you'd bring me the materials.
Yes, sir. I have them here.
Oh, my. How extraordinary. Remarkable design. I will be honest, I have never crafted a wand in this fashion. Repaired broken wands, of course, but this is something else entirely. Keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I think I can work with what you've brought me. Let me see what I can do.
How long have I been waiting? Because I feel like it should take way longer than this. Oh, he didn't even stop.
It is done.
He made it in 5 minutes, but I was waiting for an hour and a half.
I should warn you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose. I doubt you shall find much use for it otherwise.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves. Oh, come, come. No need for such theatrics. In light of what Ranrock now knows, you must agree that our interests are aligned.
Our interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours? The final repository belongs to wizard kind. We would be fools not to work together.
Why would he think I would just
What's
side
that you've
with
got
him?
there? Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
Charles Rookwood wouldn't have wanted you near it.
The arrogance. Should have known better than to try and reason with a child.
I need Natty.
I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
It was you. Which curse did he cast on her? At least he put me in a ring.
Make this too for me. Go down easy. Expulso!
Turn into a chicken.
I'm just reloading now.
There are worse things you could get by.
I shall sue you for this when I get down from here.
Nope. No, you're not. And you're not either. Let's get rid of you. Especially you.
Might want to look up. Expulso!
Yeah, I need a little help. How long does
To regret that. Back for more.
that spell work?
Not the brightest child. Expulso!
Dude, a lot of barrels. A lot of barrels.
Flash of inspiration.
Nope, can't use that yet.
Another.
I know I can lock on to people who I want to, but sometimes I want to hit the person behind me too. Yep. No, not from above. But he imploded. Where's Rock? I would like to take him out now. Just get him out of the picture. Turn him into a chicken. Use some extra. I was about to say, if I could not hit through this, I'd be upset. Okay, so I can't pull him in, but
You should have joined me. Well done for a child.
was that not him?
A lamb to the slaughter.
Okay, I need y'all to turn into a barrel.
Serve your mistress.
Okay, he's down. That's in theory. Why are they here?
Had enough.
Nope. Nope, wrong one.
You're gonna have to stop that. I don't have all day.
I didn't know that could break things. Ah, dang it. Nope, I'm not dying. Not here. Okay, I need you to get out the way. You're not helping. I wanted to use it on Rockwood, but
Coward.
are his people just gonna keep coming?
Novice luck.
Oh, it's you. You're doing it. I got cabbages. And I got this Tenacula.
Somebody's been paying attention in herbology.
Yes, I do. Just for this fight, Mandrake.
Runs away, will you? Oh, fine.
Look at all my plants. I haven't used plants at all.
You'll need a bit quicker than that. You're only delaying the inevitable.
X.
Benite.
Okay, so built up one. This is Rockwood. I don't feel like I should be able to do that to him. But it didn't do much damage. Uh-oh, I'm gonna go down. I dodged. I dodged right there. Why didn't he move? Oh no, no, wrong one. Okay, I built up one. Where is he? Slowly but surely. Sometimes it's easier to dodge than to figure out which one I need to use. You know what? It's been a while.
Look what you've done. Impressive.
Nobody will miss one measly little student.
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
I mean, he would if you weren't here. No, I can't use it yet. Yes, I can. Did I get him that time? I guess so. Rookwood is gone. Rookwood.
I can't believe it. Rookwood's reign is finally over. I'll need to send an owl to Natty right away. For now, though, I need to get back to the map.
She said Sebastian promised her that I would be there if she went to meet him in the catacomb. But now he's asking her to join him immediately and to come alone. She says he doesn't sound himself. Meet us at the catacomb as soon as you can. I hope that my quill has conveyed my message clearly.
I hope Sebastian isn't possessed.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Okay, so I'm gonna leave this right here. And who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Could finish tomorrow, who knows? But until then, I'll catch you later.